Child protection authorities have begun warning parents to keep their kids away from Squid Game. The Korean drama is Netflix's most popular show ever, drawing 130 million viewers in its first month alone. But it's very violent. The show features cash-strapped characters competing against each other in various challenges for a chance to pay off their debts. If they lose, they're brutally executed. The show is fiction, but the games in it are based on real children's games, and some observers say the violence is spilling over into real life. Well, Halida Abero from DW Culture has been following this and is with me here in the studio. Halida, what's the problem here? Why are child protection authorities up in arms about this show?
Well, Terry, I don't know how well you know the show yourself, but it is very, very violent. It's fiction, obviously, and it's meant for adults, but that, unfortunately, has not stopped children from gaining access to it. Now, some of the games the characters play in the show are based on real childhood playground games that are played all around the world. And there have been reports that children are coming home from school and telling their parents that they've been playing Squid Game at school, obviously not in the classroom, but in the playground. And reports from many countries, so in Asia, in Europe, the US, Australia, say that kids as young as 6 years old have been spotted in playgrounds, adding a kind of cruel twist to some of these playground games by actually physically punishing the losers. Let me give you an example. One game that's actually featured in the show is a popular game called Red Light, Green Light. It's also known as Grandma's Footsteps in some countries, and I remember it as What's the Time, Mr. Wolf. You may have played it yourself. It's that game where you have a group of children who have to creep up on another child who's got their back turned, and when that child turns around, they've got to freeze. And if they're caught moving, then they're out. And there have been reports that these children are not just out, they're actually getting physically beaten up by the other children as a kind of punishment because these children have been watching or have heard about Squid Game.
So authorities are concerned for reasons you just mentioned, and they, I'm sure, would prefer that kids don't watch this, but can you really stop children from watching a television show?
It's very, very difficult these days. I mean, it's easier said than done. Netflix has rated Squid Game 15, meaning obviously that parents are advised not to allow their children under that age to watch it. But if you think, it also comes with a warning, I must say, not just about violence, but even about sex, about suicide even. It's being streamed in 130 million households around the world, though, Terry, and that is going up every day. So, as you can imagine, it's very hard to stop kids from somehow seeing this. And Netflix, of course, has parental control settings, but they're pretty easy to bypass if you know how. And kids that are not actually watching the show have been picking up its messages from social media platforms that are popular with them, like TikTok, for example. People have been posting their own versions of these games that are played in Squid Game on TikTok and challenging other users to actually copy them, and some of these videos have gone viral. It's literally got so bad that primary and elementary schools around the world have been sending emails and letters to parents saying, please, please check your parental control settings on your devices, talk to your kids, check what they're accessing on social media.
Wow, yeah. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm not sure I will. Anyway,
it's not for everyone.
I guess not. Halida Abero from DW Culture, thank you so much.